Hello there, everybody. It's the guy who will never commit to becoming a Yugioh-tuber. Because while I wouldn't mind definitely using a 100% legitimate copy of Forbidden Memories, totally not emulated whatsoever. Don't kill me, Konami, please. And other such games that would totally not be played on their obvious proper consoles. Please don't kill me. I do still enjoy this game, despite how frustrated it makes me offline. I'm gonna just be very transparent. When I'm on here recording, there's a reason why I don't do many matches anymore. I get very easily frustrated. I take it as a personal attack. I know I need to stop that, and I need to try to mentally remove this block that refuses to go away. They're just like, he's laughing at you. He's laughing at you here. No, this person's just like, oh, sweet. I had what I needed in hand for this person's cards. They're not, ha 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 ha, I knew this stupid, dumb, idiot, baby player over here playing these stupid, dumb cards. You'll fall to my awesome deck. No, it's just, oh, sweet. I had what I needed. Oh, man, he had the counter. Dang it. Oh, well. I guess I'll try again next match. Yeah, I need to remove this part of me that's just like, they're laughing at you. But, I want to do a Yu-Gi-Oh video because I want to actually talk about the event, the Limit 1 event. So, I'm gonna go into it because, you know, everyone knows how Heroic likes to do things here. So, the zombie deck didn't pan out. It was too slow. It was too slow, and it was too heavily reliant on a fantastic opening hand. And I can't make it work. I can't make it work. I wanted to, I can't. And of course, the loner decks didn't do much to help with that either. With an Alistair Dogmatica Albaz deck, a Tri-Brigade Ancient Warrior Zodiac deck, and a Visas deck. Why do I call it a Visas deck and not a combination of the archetype? Because they're all around Visas. Look, if you want to find out the story, go watch, like, Duel Logs or someone. They like 100%, and this is not like a, oh, they're smart. Like, no, they are a much bigger YouTuber than me. They don't need the shout out. But Duel Logs does do lore videos from times. It's how I found out about the Visas archetype and the Albaz one. There are also other Yu-Gi YouTubers who probably do lore stuff as well, so you can go check them out as well. I don't have a thing. You can kind of see where I was playing zombie deck. I think up to here, and then I went with my deck. What is my deck? Let's go view it for real quick, in case you're struggling yourself and you have similar cards. I went with a 44 card deck of very similar to one of the decks out there, the Visas deck, except I had a little bit of other techs. So first off, let me just do this. There we go. So, little guy. No. First off, one copy of each of the Mandaniums, simply because you need them for the deck. Your card that you're always going to want to bring out is Torrid. The Cashier one, as you can see from right there. There were probably more text you could have done with the fairy typing and the tuner typing, and the tuner as well, aspect, but for the most part, you really want Torrid. Because Torrid can bring out any of the other ones, so you're not locked out. Meek, it's the tier limits one, but Meek is like the weakest to me of the three, because Torrid has very good. Okay, Meek being the weakest it's on a different scaling, okay. But Torrid's the best because Torrid can get either of these two out upon being destroyed. These two don't really work otherwise in this type of deck, except for being special summon targets, which is why part of the reason why I have them in here. I crafted specifically for this Lightheart and the, where is it? The Primitive Planet Erectophobia. Because this is my Visas, my version of the Visas deck with support. So, well, also, no tier limits because I will not be dirtying my deck with that. I do admit, though, I went for it. I went for it. She's just a good card to have in this situation. There's another 7-star, which lets me access to the 7-star Exceeds. She's 7-star, so special summon, normal summon, bam, that's Baron, bam, that's him. Like, hell, she even facilitates Chaos Angel. Granted, only a cannot be destroyed by battle Chaos Angel, but Chaos Angel still. So she's just good to have in the deck. Vita, on the other hand, I was very shocked about. Look at him. Look at that face. And I'll explain that in a bit. But the goal is either to get out one of the heart monsters, because they're the true bosses, and sometimes to bring out Astroloud to, you know, do Astroloud things. So, why did this deck do so well? I can probably tell you why, and it is guaranteed low rank folks, as well as people not being able to counter a lot of what happened. Again, the loner deck, so people didn't know what they were doing. Once again, oh no, this is actually their own deck. And this one actually did get beat. No, this was not beat by my zombies. This was actually beat by the first iteration, my current Limit 1 deck. I was wrong. I think I lost at a waste, and I was just like, yeah, I'm done. Except for 3 losses, then I went on to win everything except for this one, which I only messed up because of, yeah, don't worry about it. Confirming the deck. I think this person was, yeah. Can't even call it a bot. Just like, maybe a confused individual. Yeah, another person who was doing weird tech stuff with dragons. Red Eyes Albasic. Might be fun to try that. Another loner deck situation. This one I fought today. Another loner deck situation, I think. Yeah, I'm not seeing any shine, so... I don't know what tech they were going for, but it was definitely not... Oh, they're trying to do, like, some very odd... Oh, they even threw in Horus cards. Interesting. We go to Steve. Steve was playing a Blue Eyes deck. And once I got rid of Steve's Jet and alternative, he surrendered. I trashed him. Might even show that match. Snake Eyes deck. Again, don't know what they were trying to do, but they got pretty heavily bodied by my card. You know, I might show off these two. This one was my own mistake. I 100% should have... Oh, it was a loner deck too, so I was just like, I made mistakes. It's whatever. I'm gonna just go next. It was a loner deck because of this card. And the last person before I stopped the event... Oh my goodness, what the heck is this? Clutter is what it is. 60 card deck, why would you do all this? Wait, can I? Yeah, I can show the replays. So, everything that you can see a replay of is what I did today, basically. I went on a win streak, fumbled, won again. So, why did the deck do well? Well, it's in simple fact that I know how to play this archetype, the Mandaniums, and the Kashteras. I was learning how to play Scareclaw thanks to Jamer, who built a Scareclaw deck and has done well with it. And I actually did get off some raw wins too, which was nice. Never actually did see Phoenix. Yeah, it's definitely because of the strong searching power of all 3 archetypes. Mandaniums are a fantastic search engine, with Rhymeheart being able to find any Mandanium card from the deck. Comboing that with grabbing things like Torrid to special summon next to it, bring out Triscuta brings out Amarita. Amarita grabs Clear Plant, the Peaceful Planet. Peaceful Planet searches anything else. There were a lot of combos that were able to go off because of this. On top of that, because V is the glue that holds all this together, doing combos with Lightheart, and Reinhardt doing, had Reinhardt not been a warrior, but again, then that would make sense, but the three hearts, right? They all serve a good purpose. Ryum and Reich are probably the best, if I were to say so. Rise is very selfish because, you know, Kashtira, but his use definitely came from the fact that his cards were more the oppressive holding lockdown pattern. You know, and of course we have things for situational purposes. A sphere mode for just in case my opponent popped down 3 really strong monsters in the field, because nothing hurts worse in a limit 1 than getting 3 of your monsters tributed for ball. I actually was discovering new tech with Clear New World. Because Clear New World, as I've learned, I could pop any of these of this row right here, except for this, of course. Unless I want to pull a Kaiba, I sacrifice a god! But I can search out Visas, Samsara, any of the Hearts, any of the Scareclaws, and any of the Mandaniums. Hell, if I took out Veta, I could search out everything else. The only negative thing is that you negate its effects. And that's a permanent negation, which is unfortunate. However, why that's not too bad a problem is using Amarita and Peaceful Planet, you can loop things. Like, okay, so I bought out Visas, the Visas effect is negated. Well, that's only if I let him stay on the field like that. I could pop my own Visas for Astroloud. Wait, by banishing? Anyway. A lot of this would have to go with luck, because, you know, limit 1. Obviously, you're pulling the heart of the cards here. But for me, for what I feel like really did the best, was a combination of the Kashtira searching out stuff without locking me into XCs, by doing things like using Burf to summon up another one, using the Scareclaw synergy to search out other Scareclaws, sometimes dumping stuff from my opponent's deck with Tearlaments, which, oof! Oof! Ooh! There was a lot of actually good tech too with well, a potential tech with Samsara and Astroloud, as Astroloud could banish Visas and one of the Hearts, and bam! Actually, Samsara itself could have been a good tech in a different format with more copies, because Samsara and Visas both banished, bring them both back, and such. Again, I'm getting ahead of myself. Really, what helped out the most was definitely Amarita, and honestly, Tryhard. It's made me really want to explore combining the Visas cards into, like, some interesting, coherent deck. You know. And, of course, there's also the pure versions as well, which I do enjoy. Pure Mandanium with Vita as, like, a glue factor. Because Vita himself is also a very interesting card to think about. Because, first off, if you're thinking Mandaniums are very clearly the synchro of the group, right? Scareclaw was the Lynx, Tearlaments was the Fusion, Kashtira was the Xyz, and then Mandanium were the Lynx, and were the Synchros. Meanwhile, Vita was the Pendulum, if you want to go there. So, it all kind of blended out very interestingly. Now, again, you know what, let's just show the deck. So, if you wanted to make a similar deck, all 3 Mandaniums are mandatory. I'd almost argue all 3 of the Scareclaw are also mandatory as well. You're going to need Reinhardt, you're going to need Riseheart, you're going to need Rhymeheart. Samsara is a bit of a maybe need. It's one of those ones you could probably drop out. You, of course, need Visas, because he's, again, another big part of the thing that glues everything together. And in a situation, he himself can also be very strong, as he can come back, boost his own power, and do a number of things. It's amazing what the support around the card can do to make that card, despite being a level 6, effectively beater, strong. You need... if I had to pick one to drop, it would probably be tier limits of the cast heroes, because Ogre, with the ability to grab out prep, and the threat of ripping a card from your opponent's hand is just so strong. Ogre is definitely the most slept on cast hero in my personal opinion. But again, Scareclaw also works with the Scareclaws, so there's a neat little tech with that. And because the Scareclaws also work very nicely with Visas, it's easy. It's easy, you know. Especially with oh wait, Psychic. They all Psychic? No, they are. I forgot about that entirely. So Beasts, Fairies, and Psychic, with the only differences being the Warriors that glue them all together. That's what I forgot to include to help make this a little bit more consistent. Anyway. Diabellsar and the Winged Dragon cards, very situational, very just like, meh. I wouldn't say put them in, but maybe you can find a better tech with them. Vita should go in just because of the combination of Vita and Clear New World, which I thought was a field spell. One moment. The noise is past. I thought this was a field spell at first, which is why I didn't like it. I now know that it is just a normal spell card. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I can't read. But for the most part, the cycling of the 3 field spells, it was a fun event. It was good. I think personally, like, the events like this are made for you to play with not necessarily cards you don't know, but cards you do know, and try to come up with different techs. Cards that you wouldn't normally use, cards that, like, Jamer is using a Chaos deck, which, sweet Jiminy Crickets, he has gotten some very weird matches with it, but I'll be damned if it didn't work from time to time. Very interesting tech he's been doing, too. Hell, he unironically used Blackluster Soldier Envoy and got an opponent to scoop. But yeah, that's I pretty much rambled long enough about this stuff, so I'm gonna go back for a bit. I'm gonna just, you know, I have more thoughts and stuff. Maybe we'll go look at some of the matches I had, and I can explain my thought process and what happened. But until that video, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you liked it, you know what to do. Much appreciate you if you do. Until next one, I just want to say, laters.